Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned. The money laundering and fraud related allegation leveled against the FCT minister Nyesom Wike Sowore has scaled beyond Nigeria, as the international civil society organization have picked up the allegation, and interestingly they have taken a drastic move which we can't really tell what will happen in future, but they are making very strong demand on the United States Attorney General to ensure Wike is extradited. We are going to hear full details of what is the content of their petition and what they expect the U.S. Attorney General to do. Now, according to the news, following mountainous fraud allegations leveled against the former governor of Rivers State, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, Nigerians in Diaspora Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria Incorporated, USA GCSDN, has petitioned the Attorney General of Florida, James Utmeyer, calling for his extradition and prosecution over alleged fraud and money laundering in the United States. In a petition dated September 28, 2025 on change.org and signed by Comrade Frederick Oderige, Global Coordinator of the GCSDN, the group alleged that Mr. Wike, who has held several public offices since 1999, used the United States as a safe haven for a laundering of stolen money from Nigeria. The petition, titled Fraud and Money Laundering Petition for the Extradition and Prosecution of Mr. Nyesom Wike by the United States of America, detailed properties said to have been acquired in the U.S. with alleged illicit funds. According to the document, the acquisitions are a $2 million mansion located at 113 Spring Creek Lane purchased in March 2025, a property located at 209 Heatherwood Court purchased in July 2021 for $459,157 reportedly transferred to his son Joaquin, and a property located at 208 Heatherwood Court purchased in September 2023 for $465,000 and transferred to his daughter Jamin. The petition further alleged that Nyesom Wike, his wife Justice Eberechi Nyesom Wike, and their three children, Jordan, Joaquin, and Jasmine Nyesom Wike, are involved in the mentioned houses. It noted that Wike's legitimate income and that of his wife, Justice of the Court of Appeal in Nigeria, could not have supported the acquisition of such properties, alleging instead that the alleged laundered funds were proceeds of fraud which emanated from the pilfering and criminal manipulation of budget, inflated cost of execution of projects, and the direct withdrawal of public resources for private use. The group linked the allegation to Nigeria's worsening economic situation, noting that Wike fraudulent activities, as reported, are happening at a period when Nigeria is borrowing heavily all over the world to fund its national budget. According to them, they said this is despite the fact that we have over 20 million abandoned and impoverished children on the street and a huge number of unemployed citizens. Furthermore, the years ahead appear bleak for our citizens because the World Bank has projected that poverty will increase in our country by the year 2027. It also alleged that by failing to declare the said property in his asset declaration form, Wike has violated the Code of Conduct Bureau requirement of Nigeria. The petition emphasized the role of illicit financial flow in fueling irregular migration, stating that the exodus of our compatriots to the U.S. and other countries is mostly the result of the economic hardship and massive impoverishment caused by the misappropriation of public wealth by a few persons. GCSDN urged the U.S. authorities to take action, noting that all Nigerians who committed fraud of lesser proportion have been extradited to the U.S. for prosecution, and we hope that the case of these individuals will not be an exception. Copies of the petition were also sent to the Federal Bureau of Investigation headquarters in Washington, D.C. And interestingly, a lot of persons have already signed the petition, and it's getting really, really interesting. We don't know where this will be getting, but most Nigerians believe that Wike has worked in the public service for a while, and who knows, he could gather such money, to do such purchases and all of that. But Wike himself has outrightly, denied having anything to do with all of that. But my colleagues in the house, and we just want to talk about this. What's your standpoint on all of this?
Let me start with those who seem to be for the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. I totally agree with the fact that he has been a former governor, two-time governor, and now a minister. To some extent,
he had also been a local government chairman. He had also been a minister of state for education.
So to some extent, even if he wants to go legitimate, he can't afford some freebies. He can afford some benefits and all. But where it gets worrisome is the fact that he's denying direct access to it. He's not laying claim. He didn't even say, I bought it with my money.
Okay.
Because if he had said, I bought it with my money, because, okay, fine, can we do a forensic search of how much you have earned thus far from your days of being a politician till now? How much are you worth?
But don't forget also,
that would also require him being under investigation.
But don't forget that also that his father was the general manager of
many
companies.
I'm coming there. In fact, that's where I'm actually heading, because when he was on national television, he said his father was the general manager of many companies. I don't want to go full details, but when you say general manager of many companies, it gives me an idea. As in, your father is a general manager, not in one company. He became a general manager of almost many companies. What time frame did he even? Not even a CEO. They didn't say. He said general manager. And said though they were not so rich like the Dangotes, but they were not also poor. He started driving Mercedes when he was in university and all that. We don't want to go into full details of that. But the fact that he couldn't own up to the fact that those are my properties, or I bought them with my money. I have been a long-staying politician. All my benefits, I didn't spend them. I didn't squander them. I decided to buy property in the name of my children. And what some other person said, okay, why would he even pay cash? And declaration of asset, as a public servant, you must declare your asset. How much did he declare as his asset? A whole lot of that, judging the fact that the Rivers people have been complaining of a lot of things back home in River State. So if you ask me personally, I think he should answer the call.
All right, let's leave it there, because we're still, they said just 18 persons have signed it on change.org. But let's wait and see what will happen in the nearest future. I also wonder what will happen if this is pursued to a logical conclusion. Would Wike actually be dragged out and the way it's going? Let's meet in our conversation.